3, 2, 1.
What was the main form of transportation used during the 17th century? The answer is D, horse and carriage. What is the fact that you weren't born in the United States? The answer is B, why Henry Kissinger and I cannot run for president. What is the name of the first human being in Norse mythology? The answer is C, Ass. Where did the Mayflower set sail from in 1620? The answer is A, Southampton. Who is the fourth wife of Henry Roman VIII? The answer is D, Anne of Cleves. What holiday was first celebrated on June 19, 1910? The answer is D, Father's Day. In what state was Klaus von Bülow prosecuted? The answer is B, Rhode Island. Which Roman city was buried under volcanic ash from Mount Vesuvius in 79 AD? The answer is B, Pompeii. Who was Joseph Merrick? The answer is C, the Elephant Man. The first terrestrial plants evolved during the Silurian period. Which of the following is an example of these primitive floras? The answer is C, Cooksonia. Hitler promoted General Friedrich Paulus in February 1943 in an attempt to lift his spirits. What was his promotion? The answer is A, Field Marshal. On 18 February 1943, Joseph Goebbels gave a speech, aiming to persuade the Germans not to give up Nazi idealism. The speech was delivered in front of which building, located in the Potsdamer Platz, Berlin Sportpalast. In 1942, from which Native American tribe did the U.S. military recruit 29 men from to develop a code that the Japanese never broke? The answer is A, Navajo. Who sailed to the New World in the Mayflower? The answer is B, Pilgrims. Who was the 15th President of the USA in term during the period 1857–1861? The answer is A, James Buchanan. Who was the last ruler of the Holy Roman Empire? The answer is D, Francis Roman II. A minotaur is half human, half what? The answer is D, bull. What two countries were invaded by Germany on 9 April 1940? The answer is D, Norway and Denmark. Who or what destroyed the Great Spanish Armada in 1588? The answer is B, a hurricane off the coast of Ireland. What is the name of the centurion who assassinated Caligula? The answer is D. Cassius Chaerea. Hornet's nest is associated with which battlefield? The answer is D. Shiloh. Which commonly used name for a culture was borrowed from another Native American language and literally means ancient enemies? The answer is C. Anasazi. Following World War II, Germany was split into two zones by which agreement? The answer is B. Yalta Agreement. What term refers to a metal-plated wooden warship? The answer is B. Ironclad. In 1954, which Vietnamese village was the site of the decisive battle in the Indochina War and caused the French to be defeated? The answer is C. Dien Bien Phu. Which U.S. spaceship discovered the Van Allen radiation belt in 1958? The answer is C. Explorer I. When did the Christianization of Germanic tribes begin? The answer is C. In the 4th century. Ceylon officially became which country on May 22, 1972? The answer is C. Sri Lanka. Which subfield of anthropology has been described as studying other people's garbage? The answer is B. Archaeology. The 2006 film See No Evil, released on May 19, stars what famous WWE wrestler? The answer is B. Kane. Why does a fireman wear red suspenders? The answer is A. To hold up his pants. What city was founded in 753 BC? The answer is A. Rome. What was the name of the ancient Greek wrestling school, which was later used for delivering lectures and conducting intellectual conversations? The answer is A. Palestra. What was the name of the tough colonel who commanded the Hessian garrison during the Battle of Trenton? The answer is A. Johann Rall. Where did the Mayflower take the Pilgrims? The answer is B. America. Who was the 40th President of the USA in term during the period 1981-1989? The answer is D. Ronald Reagan. Who was the 39th President of the USA in term during the period 1977-1981? The answer is D. Jimmy Carter. Peter Limburner Robertson received a patent in 1909 for the invention of what tool? The answer is C. The square-headed screwdriver. Which Archduchess of Austria became Queen of France in 1774? The answer is D. Marie Antoinette. In 1957, Jimmy Hoffa became president of which union? The answer is B. International Brotherhood of Teamsters. What was the term used for the Aztec ruler? The answer is B. The Tlatoani. What was the name given to textile workers who opposed modernization during the 19th century? The answer is D. Luddites. Who said I've looked over and I've seen the promised land one day before his assassination? The answer is C. Martin Luther King Jr. Ever since the Napoleonic Wars, conscript troops were blamed for a lack of professionalism and could not be trusted. However, this changed at the 1866 battle at. The answer is A. Conegrats. Which explorer was killed on the Hawaiian Islands? The answer is A. James Cook. In 1996, U.S. anti-terrorist investigators learned of an organization called Al-Qaeda for the very first time. From which one of the following? The answer is C. Sudanese informer. Which war involving the UK began in 1982? The answer is C. The Falklands War. For a few years in the mid-1950s, relations between the Soviet Union and the United States became less tense. What is this period of time called? The answer is B. The Thaw. Cleopatra's son by Julius Caesar, who reigned as a child jointly with his mother, was nicknamed Caesarion. What does Caesarion mean? The answer is C. Little Caesar. What was the name of the major uprising led by Toussaint Louverture in the 18th century?